morning students, once again welcome to you in DSS online classes. Myself Saroj Srivastava, and today we are going to read our new chapter 6, Every Drop Counts. Let's start chapter. Long ago. This is a picture of Gadsi Shar. Shar means a lake. King Gadsi of Jaisalmer got it made 650 years ago with the help of the people. All around the lake there are ghat with a step leading to the water, decorated baranda, large halls, room and much more. People came here to celebrate festival and for program of music and dance. Children came to study in the school on the ghat. The talab belonged to everyone and everyone took care to keep it clean. Rainwater collected in these lakes spread over many miles. It was made in such a way that when the lake was full, the extra water flowed into another lake at a lower level. When that too filled up, the extra water flowed up into the next lake. This way, all 9 lakes filled up. This rainwater could be used throughout the year. Today, Gadsi Shar is no more in use. Many new buildings and colonies have come up in between those 9 lakes. Now, the water does not get collected in this lake. Rainwater just flow away and is wasted. Through the eyes of Al-Biruni. More than 1,000 years ago, a traveler came to India. His name was Al-Biruni. The place that he came from is now called Uzbekistan. Al-Biruni carefully observed and noted down the detail of all that he saw. He wrote especially about those things that he found very different from his own country. Here is a part of what he wrote about the ponds of that time. The people here are very skilled at making ponds. My countrymen would be surprised to see them. They pile up huge rocks and join them with the iron rod to build chabutra all around the lake. Between these, there are rows to long staircases going up and down. The steps are going up and coming down are separate, so there is a less crowding. Today, when we study history, we can learn a lot about those days from the writing of Al-Biruni. Observe and find. Look at the area around your school. Are there any field, farm, pakka road, drain, etc.? Is the area sloping, rocky or flat? Think what will happen here when it rains. Where will the rain water go? Into the drain, pipe or pits? Is some water also getting soaked in the soil? Drop by drop. Besides Jaisalmer, many places in Rajasthan get very little rainfall. Here it rains for only a few days in the entire year, sometimes not even that much. The river here do not have water all around the year, and yet most of the villages in this area did not have a shortage of water. People knew that every drop of water was precious. Lake and Johad were made to collect water. Water was everyone's need. One and all came together in this work, be it a businessman or a laborer. Some water from the lake soaked into the ground and reached the wells and Bauli. The soil of the area also became wet and fertile. Every house had a system to collect the rainwater. Look at the picture on your right. How do you think the rainwater that falls on the roof will reach the underground tank? Draw the path. You can draw the path how the rainwater reach in the ground. Have you ever seen a step well? Look at the picture. Can you imagine by looking at the picture that the steps go down several story deep? Instead of drawing the water up from the well, the people could go down the steps and reach the water. That is why they are called step wells. Long ago, people used to make long journey with their carva of animal and goods. People felt it was a good thing to give water to thirsty travelers. They built many beautiful step wells. Have you ever faced a shortage of water in your area? If yes, then what was the reason for it? Talk to your grandmother or any elder person. Find out when they were of your age. From where did they get water for the house? Has there been a change now? What kind of water arrangement were made for travelers, for example, Piau, Musk, or any other? Now, what do people do about water when they travel?